got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
25, check 25, check 25.
36.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you have nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Manning. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Set 50, plant. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the safety creep. You draw quarter. Right.
Nixon will try the right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Manning now to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 20, Mike 20.
Run.
Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert!
Come get some. Come on.
Point it right.
Here, Lord. Check 3. He's coming. Double up.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, alert, alert!
Watch twits.
1st down, Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Manning on the bootleg. Got a man open. It's Ross. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On first down, Mixon. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second and 5 now. Manning. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go, let's go!
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by OBJ. The 20. 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
53. Bravo. Check 53.
Working from the gun, Manning. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Pistol. Mike 20. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Slam. Real.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
180. Get the ball. Run. Everybody, Mike 20.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A gain on the play. That's good for a Browns first down.
180.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. 56. Mike, 56, right there. 56.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Check number 6. Hey, Mike 20.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Bengals take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Manning. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Madden. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Manning. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Manning again. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 81 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Browns 10. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jake Ryan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Joe Mixon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 22.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run. Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd down now. Mixon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 14.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Anderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. He's at the 30, 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie! I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, X3, 218, jump. Go.
On 2nd down and 4. Manning, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we're back now here in Cleveland as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Watch the run. Watch regular.
On first down. Done. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, team.
From the gun, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Manning to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Play action. Manning. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Rodney Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. James has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Got it.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
55. No chance.